disadvantage for how they choose to play.
I'm a little late with this recording. I started watching
for
since
every
the
moment
beginning
you
of this
invest,
stream,
we know that
but
you
didn't
put
start
so
recording
much
till
of
now.
your life into the games we make, and that
Either
for
way,
every moment
EA,
you invest, you feel
E3
like you are
2018.
rewarded and you are given value
They've
for
showed
that
some
investment.
stuff. It's been pretty crazy
And most
so
importantly, that the games are fun,
And it
that we move past
hasn't
the
really
grind,
been,
and that
that
these are
exciting.
experiences
There's maybe
that
like
truly
one good
enhance
game.
your lives.
Or like one
And
game
so,
that I'm
as we
interested in
think
that they
through
showed,
all the
maybe
things that
two
we're trying to
tops.
do, know
And
that we want to be better and that we want to make
That's
great
if
games.
I'm like really bored
And that
don't want to play
as
anything
much as
else
we
and
love
I've
making
already
games,
like did
and as
everything else
much
I wanted
as
to
you
do,
love playing them, there's something that
which
is
I
even
doubt,
greater that we can do
'cause
together.
I have a huge backlog.
The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact.
What's up, Coconut?
Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give.
Yeah, I don't give about Play to Give. I'm sure.
And thank you for your support.
What is it? Are you donating? Are you bragging about donating again, or is this some stupid program that's going to die
immeasurable good
within a year tops, at
Thanks.
most? Do you know how to pop out my own chat? Because I don't.
Without further ado, let's take...
I want to make it its own window, but I forget how, because I never really do it.
The gods vanished.
Oh, is this
our world in
this the game
chaos.
that chick was showing at the beginning?
Creating.
Or teased at the beginning?
Altering.
That they've been Anthem.
Destroying.
That's the name of it. I haven't even looked at the stream chat.
The Anthem.
Skate. Is this Skate 4? Somebody said. What the hell?
There's a storm
Close out
coming.
its Heaven's stream too.
These walls can't protect us forever.
Something's always out
to
there.
destroy us all.
It's called life. It's called basic bills. This is overly dramatic. Is this Titanfall 3? How many trailers have used that, like, music or similar to? Yeah, it's Anthem. I already called it. I already called it. Because they've been showing this, what? This is the second or third year? Maybe it's only the second. But I thought they showed it at 2016 as well. I don't remember.
How cool was that trailer? You guys have seen it a couple times?
Not you
It's
again.
so cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about
under
Anthem
chat
since last
options?
year
Where's
because we're
chat
all
options?
BioWare fans. So we're gonna do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're gonna take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm gonna bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzart.
What the hell is this? Okay.
thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
show,
this?
right?
You might as well have just made it a circle and have it be like that 70s show, fucking pass the blunt around.
So now, we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game?
It's on the top.
We wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover, you know, a whole new world of story and character.
We're on the top.
But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on the side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare.
Shut up.
But
I said I barely ever do it. I think that's actually the first time I've done it in like...
World.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story's about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now, you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous, and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather, or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the
Coconut,
gods.
it's early in the
but
morning,
the gods
don't
left
judge
behind
me.
their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict
Maybe I'm more
with
like
this
DSP than you
unknowable
thought.
force called the Anthem of